How's it guys? Welcome to another video review from iKonic TV. Today we have something really cool which all of you have been wanting to know. Well, maybe that's just me, but I would really want to know. What's better between the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the Samsung Galaxy Note 2? They're both in a similar price range, they're both spec'd very similarly, and the one's is bigger, tablet hybrid, and the one's a phone. Which one's best? Well, let's have a look at them. First and foremost, if you look at the Galaxy S3 over here, it comes in a nice glossy white finish. It looks really awesome. It's got a nice 4.8 inch screen right across from there. Didn't mean to open that up. And its resolution is 720 by 1280, which is a HD screen. As you can see, it looks really great, even if you had to zoom in there. Its specifications: it runs a quad-core 1.4. It has 1 gigs of RAM, and it, like I said, has 32 gigs of storage. There's a 64 gig model, but this is a 32. I say 32 is more than enough for most people. And like I said, it comes with a well, I haven't said it, but it comes with a Dropbox account, and you can also include or add additional storage at any point you want to via micro SD. Let's have a look at it in detail. First and foremost, it has a 1.9 megapixel front-facing camera for front, like Skype voice calls or whatever else you'd like to do with that. It has the on-off button on the side over here. It has the volume up and down, all the standard stuff you'd see. 3.5 inch headphone jack. At the back here, it has the 8 megapixel camera, the flash, and obviously the speaker. At the bottom it has the micro USB charger, which has become universal since BlackBerry and all that, which is very cool. So you can charge it on any kind of charger, which I love. Let's have a look at the phone itself. Like I said, it's very responsive, it's awesome to feel, it's very light, and yet it feels solid at the same time, which is nice. It also has a very nice camera. Like I said, it's 8 megapixels. Let's have a look at it quickly. I'm just going to take a few shots over here, which I had a Note 2 before this, and you could not take multiple shots like you can like that. I don't know if you can see, I can take multiple shots. I can even, like the default thing, I can set effects here off the side without having to install a third-party app. I prefer third-party apps, but it's nice to see this all built in. And there's your settings that you get with it. You can edit shortcuts, self-portrait, flash, single shooting mode. There's also obviously the burst shot, multiple shot, beauty, panorama. So it has it all, it really does. So there's no point in having an external camera if you're the kind of person that likes to shoot and click. You're not a professional photographer, but you like to have good quality photos, and the Galaxy S3 really covers all of that for you. There's the flash on or off, and then you can rotate it back for the 1.9 megapixel front-facing camera, which is very cool. So like I said, the camera is awesome. There's also the video camera mode, which you can just enable quickly by doing that. You can also film, which is nice and sharp. It films at full HD res, and what you can also do is take photos while you're filming, which is also quite a nice feature to have. So that's the camera done, all and dusted. Let's have a look at the rest of it. Obviously you have the standard contacts and all that, which you can replace whatever you want, which I've always loved about Android. You can stylize it however you want. And then what I also really love about the new Android 4 range, and especially with Samsung's UI, is that the drop down menu is nice and neatly placed. It has the brightness over here. You can change it to auto, but for the review we're going to leave it on full. You can sync all your stuff. That includes all your Facebook contacts, all that kind of stuff. You can enable driving mode to basically put it on mute. There's Bluetooth. You can disable mobile data. You can disable notifications. You can put on power saving mode. You can turn off screen rotation. All the stuff that you need all the time without having to go into settings is right there in front of you, which is very cool. If we look at the applications that it comes with, let's have a look here. It has all share play, which is very cool if you've got like a Samsung TV or any Samsung device that supports it, which means if you've taken videos or photos, you can stream them straight to the TV easily, which is very cool. It has Dropbox. Like I said, Samsung gives you quite a bit of storage with your Dropbox. So it also, what I really love about Dropbox, say you've taken lots of photos, like I love to take lots of photos of my daughter. I don't like to lose my photos, or actually I hate to lose my photos, and it stores them all on my Dropbox for me. So if I lose my phone, or my phone gets stolen, or something goes wrong, I can always have my photos on my Dropbox. You can also use Dropbox for anything else, like documents and whatnot, which is very cool. Then there's the standard, there's the clock, the contacts, email, Gmail, all the stuff you expect. Gaming hub is like a Samsung. Instead of going through Play Store, it has all recommended games for your Samsung S3, which is very cool. Google Maps, which has really become better and better over the years. It's become like an awesome replacement to GPS. I don't even see the point in having a GPS anymore, because the phones of this era become an all-in-one. Standard messaging, and let's go forward. There's the Play Store, S Memo, S Planner, S Suggest, all the cool stuff. It also has S Voice, which is very cool. Let's have a look at it. Say you want to well, I didn't want to do that now, just hold on. Google iKonic.
Let me do an internet search for an answer to say you want to do you.
Okay, well, I didn't mean it to say that. That is quite funny. But I do find it quite accurate. You have to be very straightforward and say the words clearly, and then it can actually search what you want. Say if you say open WhatsApp, it'll open WhatsApp. Let me just do it again so to give you guys a quick idea of it. Open WhatsApp. Okay, well, I didn't mean for it to do that. But as you can see, let me just turn this terrible music off. That is quite funny. But anyway, I have found it to be quite efficient. It's not something I'd use all the time, but it is quite a cool add-on if you can work with it and if you have a clear voice. Clearly, I don't have a clear voice. And then you have, like I said, the S-Voice, Samsung apps. That's like Samsung recommended apps. You have YouTube. You have Talk, which is like a WhatsApp alternative. There's another WhatsApp alternative. You have Chats. I don't know. It's all the standard stuff. The rest of this third-party apps that I've installed, and games and all that. It really is a great phone. It's great for the user. It's like that likes a portable phone, a nice fast quad core. I think this is an iPhone killer in my opinion. It's cheaper than the iPhone. It's actually spec'd slightly better than the iPhone 4. The iPhone 5 is slightly faster than this, but I still think this is the better value for money. It's got a 21,000 milliamp battery, which lasts about 25 to 30 hours, which is very, very good. So yeah, it's a great phone. I'd easily give it 9.5 out of 10. So that's the Samsung Galaxy S3 for you. Let's have a look at the Galaxy Note 2 and what's the big difference between them. And now let's move on to the Samsung Note 2 and what makes it very cool. Yeah, like we just did the Samsung S3. I keep pressing the wrong side because I'm facing the other way. But anyway, let's look at these two first off. The first thing that you're going to notice between the two of them is that, like I said, this screen is 5.5 inches in size and that's 4.8. So, but they're both run at the exact same resolution. I find the S3 screen to be slightly sharper. Maybe if you zoom in between the two of them, I don't know, the text seems slightly clearer, but this is slightly more blurred, but it's not even noticeable. Maybe I'm just being a bit anal here. But yeah, that's the other thing. This has got 2 gigs of RAM, but this has 1 gig of RAM, and you can actually feel the difference. I think the main reason it has 2 gigs of RAM is it has a bigger screen, so it has more to render. So it does make sense in that regard. In terms of the processor, it's got the exact same processor, just slightly clocked higher. This runs at 1.6, whereas stated this one runs at 1.4. So there's a slight difference, but you can feel it with the 2 gigs of RAM and the 1.6 quad core. Even if I just do like quick rotating here, it's extremely smooth, but we'll get into the benchmarks a bit later. It has the exact same bar like I stated earlier. It has that really cool with all your main settings here. The biggest differences here, it has like blocking mode, which is basically the same as the S3's driving mode. It just blocks everything, no messaging, which is also a cool feature about it. Let me just go into it. In settings, blocking mode. What's cool is that you can also set like what time you'd want your phone to be blocked from. Say from when you go into bed from 9 till 6 in the morning, where it is over there, you can have it blocked. So but you can also add exceptions, which is very cool. Say you have your mother, for example. So if I wanted to add my mother there, I can go into my contacts and select from favorites, and then I can choose my mother, for example. Then she can I'll only be able to get calls from her, and you wouldn't have to, only from calls from significant people, should I say. But anyway, let's switch that off. So that's all up there, which is very cool. I-rate. And then there's obviously the nice time over there, where the S3 doesn't have it, which I really like. It's right in your face there, and instead of the settings menu, it's right over there, but it's pretty much the same thing. I like how the settings is right. I haven't go to applications in settings. So let's have a look first at the settings that the Note 2 comes with. It has the Wi-Fi on and off, it has Bluetooth, it has data usage, which is very cool, which I'm using at the moment because I come with a bit of free data here. So I've set it to give me a warning and stop my phone from using data after it's hit that limit, which is very cool. And then there's more settings there, but it's all pretty much the basic stuff. It has Kiss via Wi-Fi. I'm sure most of you guys know about that. Another very cool feature with the Note 2 is the home screen mode. Say you're the kind of person that doesn't really know much about Android and you want a very simple phone, you can set it to basic mode. Not basic mode, easy mode. And as you can see, it makes it extremely simple. Everything is laid out nicely. If you can't see, probably everything's slightly bigger and everything looks nice and easy. Hence the easy mode, which is very cool. It also has your sound options, display options, storage, power saving mode, the same as the S3. Applications manager, uninstall applications, location services, lock screen, security, all the basic stuff that you would need. And here's your services, your accounts that it can sync automatically. These are the ones that sync automatically every day for me. I've just actually used this phone for a day or two, so I've only just started them. but all the main core things are here. Like I said, this phone uses Android 4.1.1, which is the latest version, and this uses Android 4.04. Obviously, you could root, if you say, for example, have the Note 1 or whatever, you could easily root it to whatever Android version you want, but that unfortunately voids the warranty, so I wouldn't recommend it if you just bought the phone new, or maybe after a year or so, because I find with Samsung phones the Android updates are very scarce and they don't come out as often as I would like. So if you wanted to root your phone, like for example the Note 1 that I have over here has been using Android 2.35 for ages now, and there's supposed to be an upgrade for it, but it still never came to South Africa, so I was still stuck with 2.35. I didn't want to root it, I didn't want to void my warranty, but yeah. But it's really awesome. The features in Android 4 are quite a bit different, and it's much more responsive. But let's have a look at the comparison between the Note 1 and the Note 2. So if you have a Note 1, is it worth purchasing the Note 2? Well, I would say yes. The big thing here is that the screen is slightly bigger. This is 5.3 and 5.5. Also, what you'll notice is that it's not as wide. If I put it on top there, you can still see over there and there that the Samsung Note 1 is quite a bit wider, which it didn't really bug me until I actually tried the Note 2. Then I realized, like, wow, this phone really is quite wide. When you pick up this phone, it feels more like a phone. This felt more like a tablet. So I think they've got the whole phone and tablet hybrid spotted way down. It's 100% now. So I love the new design. I also love how they're following the S3's look, so they both have a very similar look. I love how they've gone with one look between the whole range of the new Samsungs, so I think that looks great. I love the white finish. Obviously this one comes in a blue and a grey, but I think the white is the best model to choose for now, unless it came in black, which is also a nice option. The other big difference between the two is, well, there's not really that much. The camera is about the same. The Note 1 comes with a slightly bigger front-facing camera, but it's not a big deal. But the big thing is responsiveness. If I even just do this and I go through my applications, you can even see it hitches slightly. Can you see that? If I go to the Note 2, it's an astounding difference. Absolutely astounding. So when I started using the Note 2, I wasn't expecting much. I was like, okay, it's going to be a minor upgrade to the Note 1, but I was really, really mistaken. Also, there's been big upgrades to the pen. If I pull out the pen, I'll show you really how cool it is. So I'm going to pull it out. It automatically detects that I've got the pen out and opens the applications that I would need for my pen. It also has notes that are predefined. So something, say I wanted to have a birthday card, there's a predefined template for birthday cards that I could work with. And I can also create a new note there. Let's create a blank one for you to give you an idea how nice it is. So also, if you wanted to say you wanted to create a graph, for example, and you wanted a pie chart. So I'm going to draw the pie chart. It automatically makes my circle for 100%, because I can't draw circles 100%. I don't think many people can, so which is very cool. So there's my pie chart data. I'm busy with it over there, and whatever that is. Then I can put in my text over here, and I can say over here that's 53%. And then obviously I can put it over there. But anyway, well, you can. I haven't played around with enough. You can also insert images, which is very cool. So just once I would say I want to insert an image, I want to insert this here because this is part of it, and that can be inserted and moved to however you want it. So you can really create nice little documents on the move that you want to send through to your members of staff or whatever you want to do it with, which is very cool. It has other settings like embed video, maps, ideal sketch. Also you can insert clip art, a text box where you can write a whole bunch of text. It just really is a huge upgrade to the Samsung Note application that came, or the S Pen application that came with the Note 1. You can just do so much more with it, which is really, really great. Let me just close that. No, I don't want to save it. That's fine. I don't care. Okay, let's get out of that. So, like I said, it's really, really cool and it's responsive. Let's just get out of this thing. Back to the home screen. Okay, if we can also have a look at the messaging here. Let's compose a new message out of interest. Over here, like I said, also the writing is way more accurate. You know, it really is great. Hello, hey. I mean, that's not even great writing. I didn't put a space fast enough. Whatever, iKonic.